Midwestern Cowboy, this is Iron Horse. Thanks for watching. Well, here I am on my gravel road, just putting along at about 27 miles an hour. But this is where I live. It's gravel, and that's one reason why I bought this motorcycle. I used to have a Harley Davidson, and it was a beautiful bike. I loved that bike. But man, it was hard to keep clean with all the dust and everything. It was blacked out, and just gorgeous, you know, blacked out motorcycle with chrome all over it too. Beautiful machine, but couldn't really keep it clean. And that's one reason again why I went to this bike, this Kawasaki Versys, that is a little bit enduro, a little bit sport, an adventure bike. I know the wind's rough today. And I bought this bike because, hey, if it's got dust and dirt and grit all over it, who cares? My son Nathan has a motorcycle that he's had now for over a year and a half. It's a Honda CBR 650F. It's a gorgeous bike. He keeps his bike spotless. Even the tires are all slicked up and all that. It's just beautiful. When I show up, I've got white dust all over my tires, and yeah, the bike's just gritty and raw and edgy and used. But also, he's had his bike for, like I said, a year and a half, and he's only got about 2,000 miles on it. I've had this motorcycle now, well, since March of this year, into March actually, and it's late July now, and I just turned over 3,000 miles on this motorcycle, so I thought I would do a bit of a video celebrating 3,000 miles, and maybe also just do a little bit of a review of what I think about this Kawasaki Versys at 3,000 miles. Okay, now we're out on the highway. I'm going to put my visor down because there is a bit of wind today, just to eliminate the wind noise. But I've done a lot of videos on the Kawasaki Versys, and probably have given this bike raving reviews. And I think the bike's deserving of that. It really is a great motorcycle. But I also thought at 3,000 miles I would talk a little bit about some of the things that are maybe not so great about this bike. And one thing that I would say is, well, just like right now, it's missing a gear indicator. And so I'm always checking to make sure that I'm in 6th gear when I'm out here. You know, just like this, running 60 miles an hour straight on an open highway. A gear indicator would have been nice. That's one thing about the bike that maybe I don't care for so much. It isn't a big deal because you kind of get used to the sound and knowing where you're at. Maybe the second thing that I would say about this bike now at 3,000 miles is that you really get a pretty strong vibration out of the engine. At about 5,000 RPM, and I'm just now knocking the door of 5,000 RPM at 65 miles an hour, and I can feel a little bit of a tickle from the vibration, actually, kind of tickling my hind end a little bit, maybe like a vibration massage chair, I don't know. But the vibration gets a little bit annoying, and it just seems to be within a certain engine range, a certain RPM range, right around 4,800 RPM to about 5,200 RPM. The engine, it vibrates in that range, and I'm not real sure what to do about that. The vibration really hasn't caused much trouble, except for the fact that I spend so much time in that range. And it actually, this rear view mirror every now and then kind of vibrates loose, and I have to retighten it again. I've been going through the other bolts on the bike just to make sure that I don't have another problem. But it can be concerning, you know, when you have a vibration like that something's going to come loose, and you don't want that on a motorcycle. Maybe the third negative comment that I would make about this motorcycle at 3,000 RPM is that I have found that on really hot days, you get hot. The engine puts out a lot of heat, and with the fan, it blows that heat right through the side vents, right on your legs. And of course, then also where you sit is right behind all that, and it takes a lot of heat. And so there are days when the seat itself is really warm to the touch just off of the engine heat. It's those hot, humid days, you know. That's an advantage in the wintertime or the cold. to have a warm seat. I don't mind it then, but on those really hot, sweltering days, it kind of creates an issue, because then you start sweating down there in your nether regions. You didn't know you were going to get that one, did you? You really do. You start sweating down there, and then your pants get all sticky. And what I find is then the seat starts to hurt. It gets uncomfortable. And so that's something that, you know, you probably need to think about. I think when I go long distance and prepare for that what I'm going to have to do is put some sort of a gel pad or something on the seat, or something that insulates the heat and makes it more comfortable. So there you have it. Really, those 3 things maybe. The lack of a gear indicator, the vibration at certain speeds, and maybe the heat coming off of the engine. Those are really the only negative comments that I can make about this motorcycle, I think. And with that being said, all of the above, that's all livable. I suppose no motorcycle's perfect. This one it's a great bike. I really love it and recommend it. That's why I've got 3,000 miles on it already. I ride it all the time. I'm always riding it back and forth to work, and any chance that I get, I'm on it. Like even today, I'm just now making a quick grocery store run, and hey, I'll take the bike on a beautiful day like this. Would maybe say also a positive element of the bike is that it has so much storage space, especially with the top box on it, that I can do exactly that. Go to the grocery store, I'm going to get some drumsticks, some chicken legs, a bag of charcoal, a box of rice, and some mashed potatoes. You know me by now, I love that type of food. And man, the bike will just hold all that. It's got storage space. I love that. Well, I've got the bike all loaded up now. Pretty crazy. Got a case of beer in the back, mashed potatoes, rice, and a tomato. I got chicken in this pannier, and charcoal in that pannier. Ooh, swallowed a bug, I think. Midwestern Cowboy, this is Iron Horse. Thanks for watching.